Hey everybody, welcome back to a new video. Now I recently had the chance to go to the Consumer Electronics Show, or CES 2023 in Las Vegas, to meet with a lot of the big brands announcing their new stuff for this year. Big brands like EcoFlow, Bluetti, Jackery, Zendure, and more. And in this video we're going to be breaking down all the tech that I found at CES. Hope you guys are excited. Now, jumping right into it, one of the most exciting products at CES was a new power station company by the name of Yoshino. They are the first to install a true solid-state lithium-ion battery in their power stations. Now, solid-state batteries are safer than lithium NMC. They don't have any fire risk and can charge and discharge more quickly than other battery chemistries. Yoshino's cells are rated at a full 2,500 charge cycles to 80% of the original capacity. Now the B4000 is the largest unit that they're launching. It has a 4,000 watt pure sine wave inverter and a 2,600 watt hour battery inside, and it comes in at only 55 pounds, so it's more compact and lighter than the competition. It features super fast wall charging, unlimited expansion battery connections, smart app connectivity. It actually has a 0 millisecond UPS inside and a 30 amp RV connection. Now I had a chance to chat with Vince Cato, the Vice President of Product and Marketing for Yoshino, and he detailed that they are launching 4 different models, starting with a 300 watt size model all the way up to the B4000 that I've already showed you. Now these models are currently being produced and should be available for sale by May 1st on their website. Now there's not much information on pricing for this product. It's definitely leading edge, so it's going to be at a premium. The only downside to the large unit here was a 600 watt limit of solar input, and I recommend they increase that so they could be more competitive in the market. Now, if you guys want to learn more about Yoshino, I have their website down in the video description. Now, the next company that I was very impressed with at CES was EcoFlow. Now, in their booth, they had this dedicated area to home backup solutions. So if you have a power outage, you can power your essential appliances using their larger power stations. Now, this is the Delta Pro. The starter kit consists of this power station. It has a 3,600 watt inverter and 3,600 watt hours of capacity, and it is expandable. Now the upgraded solution would be connecting 2 of these together to give you 240 volts output to power your larger appliances. And then the third option is connecting 2 together with their expansion batteries using EcoFlow Smart Panel. And this allows you to swap between the grid power or using the devices. Now this is a plug and play setup using an interlock or a transfer switch. You basically buy this unit, plug it in, and you're good to go when the power goes out. Now some advantages of choosing the Delta Pro power station: it's LFP, there's no fire risk, it has a 5-year industry-leading warranty, and EcoFlow's customer support is excellent. Now EcoFlow actually launched 3 new products at CES this year. They launched their new 12-volt compressor fridge with the built-in ice maker, they launched the Wave 2, which is now a portable DC heat pump, and they launched an automated robotic lawnmower. Now starting with the EcoFlow Glacier, this is their new 12-volt compressor fridge. Now inside it has 2 different zones. You can set it as a fridge and a freezer, or you can remove the divider and actually have 1 full zone. Now there is an extending handle so you can pull it around easily, and on the back there are these removable wheels so you can choose to use those or not. Now this has a built-in 300 watt hour lithium NMC battery, so it's lightweight, and it gives you the option to run this without a power station. And now on the top, this is the coolest part, it has a built-in ice maker that gives you 18 ice cubes every 12 minutes. Now I'm pretty excited for this. You guys know I've reviewed a ton of 12-volt compressor fridges on my channel, so we'll see how this stacks up against the competition. Now the next product that they announced at CES was the EcoFlow Wave 2. Now this is a considerable upgrade to the previous generation, being that it acts like a heat pump, so you can run this as an air conditioner or a heater. Now this gets very efficient run times because it has a DC compressor inside, there's no conversion losses, and it's designed to work with their Delta line of power stations. You can actually control the Wave 2 using your EcoFlow Smart app. They reduced the weight on the 2nd generation, so it's easier to carry around. I think this is going to be a very popular model for EcoFlow. Now the final product that EcoFlow announced this year at CES was the EcoFlow Blade. Now the Blade is an automated lawn robot that goes around cutting your yard so you don't have to. Now the Blade uses both LiDAR and GPS technologies to map out your yard and to cut it without hitting any obstacles. Now there's an attachment that goes on the back that has a built-in sweeper, so as it's cutting, it will pick up debris to give you a really nice looking lawn. Now the EcoFlow Blade was actually the winner of one of CES Innovation Awards, so pretty cool to see EcoFlow pick up that award here. Now they did tell me they have over 2,000 engineers working on products right now, so you can expect a lot of new things from EcoFlow this next year. Now, I also had a chance to stop by Bluetti's booth during CES. They had many of their products on display, including the recently launched AC500 with two B300S batteries. They also had the smaller AC300, which is capable of 3000 watts output, and the expandable AC200 Max, which is great for portability. However, the most exciting product in their booth was the recently announced EP900. The EP900 is the largest power station ever from Bluetti. It has a huge 9,000 watt inverter capable of both 120 volts output and 240 volts output. The EP900 is compatible with up to 8 B500 batteries, and each of these LFP batteries has 4,960 watt hours of capacity, and this allows for nearly 40 kilowatt hours of total capacity. Now, Bluetti has also updated the connections on this model so the batteries are stackable and the cables are actually hidden behind these side panels. This is a much better design than the AC500 and the AC300 models with their huge cables that take up a ton of extra space on the side of the unit. Now, the EP900 can take in 9,000 watts of solar via two separate charge controllers. One can accept a total of 6,000 watts and the other will accept 3,000 watts. It also supports a much wider range of solar voltage input. For example, it takes 150 volts all the way up to 500 volts. And this allows for the use of higher quality residential panels in series. Overall, I get a very professional impression from this power station. It seems like it's on a whole different level than their previous products. The estimated cost for the EP900 with two B500 batteries is going to be right around $10,000, and that's right around $1 per watt hour. It will also have a 10-year warranty from Bluetti. Now, of course, I had to stop by the Zendure booth while at CES. Zendure is known for the Superbase V, which is one of the first power stations to have both 120 volts and 240 volts output in one single portable device. Now, I say portable because the Superbase V has powered wheels that allow you to drive it around with the Smart app. These motors will also assist you when you move it around with this large extending handle that folds in out of the top. The RGB lights on the front of the power station give it a little extra bling as well. The Superbase V also utilizes semi-solid state batteries inside, giving it a total capacity of 6,400 watt hours. One of the best features of the Superbase V is the stackable battery design. Each battery has connections on the top and bottom that allow them to connect without the use of any cables. There is one final cable that connects to the stack of batteries and then to the back of the power station, and you can actually connect 4 expansion batteries to each unit, giving it a total capacity of 64 kilowatt hours if you got a dual Superbase V setup. The Superbase V can take in up to 3,000 watts of solar panels and can dual charge from the grid at up to 6,600 watts. You can even plug in a 240 volt car charger if you have one available. This means that you can charge the base station itself within 1 hour, which is pretty impressive. This power station supports a 0 millisecond UPS inside. It has Smart app connectivity, and they also make an LFP version that's a little bit more affordable, and it has a little less capacity, around 4,600 watt hours. I really want to get my hands on one of these to see how they perform. Now, I also stopped by Jackery's booth to see if they announced anything new at CES. They actually announced their largest power station yet, the Jackery 3000 Pro. It supports 3,000 watts output and actually has a dedicated RV connection. But unfortunately, it's still using lithium NMC cells inside. It does support fast wall charging, and you can use their proprietary solar panels for up to 1,200 watts of charging input, but just keep in mind those panels are very expensive. They also announced some interesting alternative power sources. I was pretty excited to see this 200 watt wind turbine, and they also had a very interesting large wheel that's designed to be towed behind a vehicle to convert kinetic energy into electricity storage. The Jackery rep mentioned that both of these products wouldn't be launched for a couple of years. Now, the last company that I'll be talking about from CES is called UGreen. They make a lot of charging accessories for mobile devices, and they just released their first power stations, and they have 3 models available. They have a 600 watt unit similar to the EB70 or EcoFlow River 2 Pro. They have a 1,200 watt unit that charges in less than an hour, and the largest model puts out 2,200 watts of power. It comes with this dolly and wheels and an extendable handle. It has dual MPPT charge controllers and will support an expansion battery that sits on top. Now, all these units are LFP. They support fast wall charging and have Smart app connectivity, and I hope to be able to work with them in the near future. Now, wrapping up the video, these were basically all the power station products that I was able to find during my time at CES this year. Now, there was a ton of really cool stuff, and I just didn't want to take up too much time in this video, but I'll put up a couple shots of that stuff. And I will tell you, I didn't have time to stop by every single booth. There's just so much to see. Now, I had a ton of fun. I did have the chance to meet a few other YouTubers in person, Johnny's Weekends and Todd Parker. It was really fun hanging out with you guys. Anyway, thanks so much for watching, and get ready for an action-packed year of new battery and solar products. Please give this video a thumbs up if you like seeing all this new tech, and I'll throw up a few of my other videos that I recommend watching if you guys haven't seen these. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys later.